Well, right now via Skype, we're talking with Richard Price from PulsePoint, which is a novel public safety application that we first learned about a couple of years ago at the Wireless Foundation Vita dinner, and since then the expansion of the, the utility of the application is tremendous. And Richard, tell me about the progress you made with Pulse. First off, what it is, and then what you've done with it over the past 2 years.
All right, so the PulsePoint application is deployed by public safety agencies in the 911 center, and it allows the public safety agency to dispatch or alert CPR-trained citizens that are nearby during cardiac arrest events. So if somebody calls 911 and reports somebody who's unconscious, unresponsive, they dispatch the public safety resources as they normally would. But at the same time, the PulsePoint software looks to see if there's any CPR-trained citizens that have downloaded the app and opted in to be notified, essentially people within walking distance of the event. It notifies them of the event, shows them the location of the event in relationship to their location, and also tells them where any nearby public defibrillators are. And the idea is that they can begin CPR and get those public access defibrillators out of the cabinets onto the patient while the crews are still en route.
And as I recall, that this started with the San Ramon Fire Department, or with first responders in San Ramon, California.
Yes.
And since then, you have really, in leaps and bounds, expanded the program.
Right. The application has had a lot of demand, which has definitely helped, and then forming the foundation to facilitate that. We're in more than 300 communities now across 8 states. We're in United States and Canada, working with the city of Toronto right now. And we have had great success and have a number of agencies coming up in the near future here. So we're very excited about increasing our footprint and covering more people.
And tell me about, you mentioned success stories. Do you have any that you can share, that just to give us an idea about, again, the utility of this application and the huge impact it's had?
Well, we just had one recently in Oregon where an off-duty nurse was shopping. She had her 3 children with her, was notified, and then walked right around the corner, had a man unconscious, and she performed CPR with her children right there, and performed CPR until the crews arrived. And we're seeing more of those kinds of stories. We had another event that, CPR is normally only started about 25% of the time. We really haven't moved the needle much on CPR for cardiac arrest victims. In San Ramon, we've gone from 25% to 50%, so that's a substantial difference in the likelihood that CPR will be started. And we had an event where we had 8 people at the scene ready to perform CPR. So some people performing CPR, able to rotate CPR, it's physically demanding, people to meet the crews coming in, and to go from 1 out of every 4 times to have 8 on one incident is a lot different for the crews arriving to see so many responders ready to assist, encouraging other rescuers. They were actually clapping to 100 times a minute the beat of CPR to encourage those other rescuers. And people certainly have more courage when there's more people involved. When you're by yourself, it's harder. And bringing more people to the scene, I think, will help people have the courage to engage.
Kind of gives crowdsourcing a different meaning, doesn't it?
Definitely, that's exactly what we're doing. Is crowdsourcing Good Samaritans, and it's I think it's amazing that only recently we've had the technology to be able to do this. People are carrying their cellular devices, they're CPR trained, and we add so much more value to people who are CPR trained. We use them so much more efficiently. Instead of them having to be in the exact right place at the exact right time, now, because they're carrying their devices, they only need to be nearby.
Well, Richard, it is a fantastic application, and we wish you all the best and continued success. And I just want to speak on behalf of the foundation and our executive director, Athena Poliduru, that we're very proud to be a part of PulsePoint in some small way, and again, wish you all the best down the road.
Thank you. We certainly appreciate your support and look forward to working with you in the future.
Very good. Thank you.
Thanks, John.